Sometimes I see on the forums that their egos kind of get in the way. It's kind of sad that we forget that we are anonymous, and being anonymous, we are empty. And I've noticed that there's a lot of opinions being thrown around, very sometimes really harsh opinions of someone's ideas. Well, when you present an idea forward, you're supposed to look at it from absolutely no biased point of view. If I say I like kittens, you should ask, why do you like kittens? And get the most amount of information of his opinion as possible before you make your own opinion. That is something I have always believed in. Through discussion, we can find information and answer our own questions, and questions that have never been asked. And someone who has been lurking should be able to see it. And in the hive mind, um, we need leaders in Anonymous, but not tyrants. We do not need to be the people we are fighting against. You have to look at the world as a puppy. You don't want to yell at a puppy. You don't want to scream at a puppy. You don't want to say that is wrong to a puppy all the time. Sometimes it's like you have to put the foot down. Yes, but sometimes you have to understand that puppy is a puppy. It's not going to automatically know what you're talking about. It's not going to automatically know anything that you're saying at all. And you have to be open to what the puppy is trying to get across. If it wants water, if it seeks nourishment, if it wants attention. And that's what you have to look at every person who's on the internet, is sometimes that they're not looking for an answer. They're looking for either communication, just communication, or they want understanding. Not as much as they want another opinion or discuss their own thing, as that sometimes they want attention. And you shouldn't put your foot down when someone wants attention. It never works. It hasn't ever worked. I've been on the internet for nearly 11 years now as a role player, and sorry to say, I'm going to admit that I was a role player for a long time. And sometimes I do get that urge to go. Now, why? Well, because the role-playing community is very, very, they're very open-minded people. I mean, they have to think of abstract things every single day, but I'm not going to get into that. Sorry, I kind of went off the topic. With a puppy, you want to be understanding, you want to give it food, you want to give it water. It has to have all its nourishments and shelter. And this is our shelter. Our food is information. Our water is the population. And sometimes we miss giving the understanding of someone else's opinions. This sometimes goes into deep psychological study, but we also need to research some more psychology, especially sociology, because if we're going to become a movement, we need to understand sociology so we can get our point across to as many people as possible in the least amount of effort. Because sometimes I notice that we may be a little pushing too forward, too far ahead of ourselves. And when we do that, you become you. The more you move forward, and the faster you move forward, the most likely you're going to trip. So you have to slow down. And that's why I'm starting to see people starting to get back in their heads, because we were in the clouds for a while. And we have to get back from the clouds, back on the real earth, and we have to start building back up on our ideas, the basic building blocks. Because we cannot build a tower on sand unless you have very, very, very good sand. But I don't think we have that yet. We don't have that good sand. We don't have good rock. We don't have a good foundation. So we have to keep going back to the ground on our ideas, especially understanding our love and compassion for the world and freedom and the information that we have. Now, we also have to look at the censorship. If the American government starts censoring the internet, we need to be prepared. We need to We need to be on Tumblr. We need to see if this is ever happening. We need to be aware of it happening. We need to see if we post something and it's deleted. And I believe there is some kind of archive we can have on the site for the admins, so we can start beginning to archive everything that's been posted, even if we delete it or not. Now, I don't mean that we need to shift through it, but I'm saying if there's a point in time where, hey, I posted something that was deleted, and it wasn't by an admin or something, and we need to keep our Facebook as very the most anonymous as possible. What else? What was I going to talk about? Oh, with the censoring of the internet, we need to have some kind of backup plan if this ever went down. And that's what I'm going to be talking about in another video of maybe an operation preparedness, being prepared. Alright, I'll see you guys. Bye.